Agents, this is Luis Moreno with Insurance Agent Training. We are in ACA tip number 2. Here is the scenario. You've got an insured with a silver plan. Maybe in 2025 they were paying a $0 premium. Policy renews in 2026, and maybe they're paying a $100 premium. You consider moving them to a bronze plan, but what happens with the bronze plan is two things. You lose the cost sharing reductions. When that happens, you see the out-of-pocket go up, which I'm going to talk about in ACA tip number 3. But we're going to talk about what happens with the co-pays for the prescriptions. I've got a solution for you so that you can move that client back to a bronze plan and save them some money. But before I do that, guys, do me a favor. Please comment down below. Please like the video. Give me that thumbs up. And if you would, if you're a subscriber, awesome. If you're not, do me the favor and please subscribe to the channel. I would definitely appreciate it. And I'm the one that responds to all the comments. Okay, so let's take a look at what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to show you an example as soon as I can share my screen of what I'm talking about. All right, so we're looking at my Health Sherpa, and here's what I'm plugging in. So we're in 2020. We're looking at 2026. Let's go in here and let's take a 2025 plan, okay, just so that we're comparing. And this used to be my rule of thumb. When somebody had cost sharing reductions, which is a benefit that is only applicable to silver plans. When this happens, there is a reduction in the max out of pocket, in the deductibles and the coinsurance. It's a huge benefit for the insureds, but it's only applicable to silver plans. So my training in the past for agents is when you see this badge right here, when you see this, I would tell agents, focus on silver plans. That's your starting point. So let's go straight to the silver plans, okay? And we'd hop in here to a silver. Okay, great. Let's just stick with Oscar for now, just to make this easy. So we put them into the silver plan. They're paying about $2, okay? They've got a deductible of $700 for their health and for their medical and their prescriptions, a max out of pocket of $3,000 and change, and a $3 copay for generic drugs. Now here comes the renewal. We're going to change this to 2026, and let's look at that very same plan, silver plan. We're going to look at Oscar, and now that plan has gone up to $1,010. Looks like the copays are still the same and the max out of pocket, but now, this went up on them, but it's $110 and the insured just tells you they cannot afford it. Okay, so what do you do? Okay, what are the options? Well, the first thing I would do is if this was the lowest cost, which it is, then I really have nowhere else to go. If I look at other carriers within the silver, all I'm doing now is I'm increasing the premium. I think, you know what, let's get out of Oscar. Let's see if this is true. Oh, no, it's not true. So here's my Oscar plan at 110. So before I go anywhere else, I might consider looking at some of these other companies. But I'd have to do a doctor check and a formulary check and see if it's beneficial to the insured and see what they want to do. But let's say even at $95, the insured is still saying, I can't afford this. So what do I do? Okay, I can take them to an expanded bronze plan. Okay, well, now I'm at an expanded bronze and I'm getting some $0 premiums. So I'm going to satisfy that for the insured, which is good. So let's say that I stick here with Oscar, a $0 premium. Okay, but now I've increased their deductible and I've really increased their out-of-pocket. I've also increased their doctor copays and their medications. Okay, so ACA tip number 2, we're going to talk about some alternatives to the medications. So let's say that this is the plan they go with, and let's assume that they're taking these 2 medications, lisinopril and Farxiga. What do? Well, the lisinopril is covered, so we'd have to see the formulary and see what tier. I've already checked, and it's still going to be a tier 1, so they're going to pay $3. So awesome, we're rocking and rolling. But if we look at Farxiga, well, Farxiga, they're going to have to meet the deductible first, $4,700. And then after they meet that deductible, then they start paying 50%. My insurer is already having financial problems. They can't even afford a $96 premium, which I would highly recommend with this scenario. So the alternative would be this. Okay, this is an alternative, not the recommendation. Okay, the alternative is I'm going to take them over to a discount plan like GoodRx. So I can go to GoodRx and they can get a discount for $288 for this medication. The retail price for this is $700. I can also try single care. Well, single care is a little more expensive, so really wouldn't be an option. It kind of depends on the medication, but this would be a great alternative. But if I'm doing some simple math with this insured, $288 is what they would have to pay for this medication. Okay, I probably would go back on this one, take them back to a silver plan, and tell them, look, and go back to Oscar. Let's just say we're gonna stick with Oscar. Well, we could even do United. I was just double checking. $600 deductible and then $45 copay after that. It's not really bad. Okay, I could go Oscar on this, and they would have a $950 deductible, but then it would be an $80 copay. It would be literally a matter of doing a math problem. So they'd pay the $950, then they would pay $80 instead of $288, but they're paying $110, which really makes that $198. So it really becomes a math problem. So this is all going to depend on the medication. Okay, lisinopril here and this one would be covered. Maybe on this one it says covered, which means you got to click on the formulary and go look it up. But there's really might be some alternatives to moving people to bronze plans. So what I would do as an agent, guys, is I would make sure that you guys are spending some time with single care, with maybe a GoodRx, and give these insured some alternatives when they need to go to a $0 health plan because they don't want to pay a premium. And it even works out great when they don't even have any medications, moving them to a bronze plan. But I will tell you this, guys, you've got to let them know. Again, our job is to inform them. Yes, I can give you a $0 premium. It's going to be great. But here's the problem, guys. When I put you on a $0 premium, your max out of pocket is going to go up. Okay, I'm going to talk about some solutions for that max out of pocket. But here, the solution, if they're taking some prescriptions, okay, consider GoodRx, consider single care, or look at some other discount plans that you guys may be aware of and present that as a solution for your insurance. Guys, I hope that helps you out. Do me a favor, make sure you comment, make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel. And also, guys, I've got some great tools for you. Number one, I've got the ACA and the Medicare Smart Book. It's like a reference manual for every insurance agent out there selling ACA and Medicare. The link is down below. Secondly, guys, if you don't have a CRM, you are not multiplying your efforts, okay? You need to have a CRM, and you need to have a good CRM. Agent CRM is the one that I've been using for years. And here's the deal, guys. Not only do you get access to my CRM and all the workflows that I create, but you get access to everything that the people at Agent CRM create. So you get the best of both worlds. Take advantage of my link down below. And finally, guys, okay, if you're in an island all by yourself, you need some support, you want to talk to somebody, one of the things that I am enjoying more than selling insurance is talking to insurance agents. Problem is that I'm so busy and my time is extremely valuable. So if you would, guys, if you want to connect with me, I have a half hour or 1 hour block of time that you can purchase, okay? And we can discuss anything you want. I've been in business for 25 years, guys. It's really going to do you. You can pick my brains. Anything you want to talk about, agency building, employees, growing your agency with ACA, Medicare, and PNC. You name it, guys, I would do everything that I can to share what I know with you, and I'm not going to hold anything back. Guys, I hope that this ACA tip number 2 helps you out. Give me some comments down below. I'd love to connect with you. Guys, thanks again. This is Luis Moreno.